Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are making Olive Garden's Zuppa Toscana soup. And I'm adding some chicken to mine just to make it more hearty and to cut back on all that pork that's normally in it. So let's get into this recipe. Okay, so I know I said that I want to cut out pork, and I am, and I will, but I'm going to wean myself off. So we're starting off with a whole packet of bacon, and we're going to dice it up. Now, fun fact, this entire recipe, for the most part, I found in my deep freezer, so I didn't have to go to the market. So maybe you could do the same if you have these ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and cook up my bacon, and while that's cooking, I have some chicken thighs that I defrosted that I'm not going to do anything fancy to. I'm just going to cut these up into bite-sized pieces. It's about 6 pieces of chicken thigh. Now, after I cut up my meat, I am going to slice 2 shallots. Now, the secret to seasoning your chicken is you want to season it almost like Italian sausage. So I'm going in with garlic and onion, black pepper, red pepper flakes, Italian seasoning, which is basically basil, parsley, rosemary, sage. You want to use some fennel seed if you have it. I didn't have fennel seed, but I did have 2 Italian sausages in my deep freezer, which I'll be using to really incorporate more of that Italian sausage flavor into my soup. But I think next time I'm going to try to go to the store and get some fennel seeds so that I can completely omit this pork sausage. So I just split my sausage down the middle, and I'm taking out the innards, and then I'm running my knife through it just to make sure that it's chopped up and no skin is left behind. So once your bacon is removed from the pot, go ahead and add your pork sausage right on in. I let that cook for about 2 minutes, and then I add my shallots. I let my shallots cook for another 2 to 3 minutes before adding my chicken. And don't worry about all the grease that's in the pot. We're going to skim this off later, but you want to leave the grease in the pot because it has like that very heavy, strong fennel Italian sausage flavor that I really want to incorporate into my chicken. Now, I personally feel like fennel really gives Italian sausage that flavor. So if you have fennel, go ahead and add that. And don't worry about your pork sausage. I'm adding 6 cups of cold water, 1 chicken bouillon, bringing that to a boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm adding 5 red potatoes that I diced, and I'm adding 32 ounces of heavy cream. Look at all that butter up at the top. That's a lot of butter. But anywho, I'm adding 32 ounces of heavy cream. And once you add all of that, you want to go ahead and bring that to a gentle simmer. And while that's gently simmering, go ahead and skim off the grease from the top of your soup so that it looks nice and clean and white like this. So our soup is almost done. We're going to go ahead and add some baby kale. You can add curly kale, you can add dino kale, whatever kale you have, you can go ahead and add that. I'm adding 3 heaping handfuls of kale right into the pot, and I'm letting them wilt down. They wilt. It takes them about 2 to 3 minutes to wilt completely. So use as much or as little kale as you want, but I feel like 3 heaping handfuls is a nice standard. And then I'm going to go in with another chicken bouillon and 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. And like I said, all these ingredients were basically sitting in either my fridge or my freezer. So it really is a perfect quick meal. So I'm going to go in with most of that bacon. I'm going to save some for garnish, and let this continue to simmer until your potatoes are cooked thoroughly. So now that everything's all cooked up and the soup is basically done, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of red pepper flakes. And soup is not complete without black pepper in my book, so I'm going to go ahead and add some of that. And that is it. Your soup is ready. I made a huge pot of this, and I froze like half of it. It freezes so well, so you can always have it for later. And put you some in a bowl and serve it with a slice of crusty bread. And this is the meal of champions, okay? It was so good. I elevated mine, and I added a little bit of garnish on top, a little bit more Parmesan cheese, some bacon. It made it really pretty too. But this soup is really everything. And that chicken, the potatoes, and the kale, it makes it so filling. I think next time I'm really gonna skip the pork sausage altogether, because I really feel like that chicken is all you really need. So that's the recipe. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave any questions or comments that you have down in the bottom. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.